We've turned it up a notch in terms of aggression.
We've pushed the boundary of what sort of Sunken State's traditional sound is and pushed ourselves.
I think since the beginning, we've always spoken about having features on, and we've always spoken about the people who are featuring on this EP for years.
It's like, what is this guy doing? Like,
It's like all of the inspirations that we've ever taken over the years have, or it feels like, have finally come together.
so from a lyric point of view, it's the first time I felt like, damn, okay, I'm 100% getting a message across.
Sweet guys, welcome back to another episode of Sludge Underground. I've got some special guests, returning guests. Boys, introduce yourselves and what it is you do.
What's up? We are Sunken State. I'm Matt, a band Sunken State from Joburg. I'm Matt.
This is Matt, he plays guitar. I'm Sean, I play bass. That's Pete, who plays drums.
What's up, everyone? I'm Dwayne. I do vocals.
You boys have a special announcement. You guys have got something cool in the pipelines that you've just announced that is coming out soon. You want to talk a bit about that today?
We have a brand new EP coming out on the 18th of July, titled Hunting Ghosts, Finding Demons. Talk.
Yeah, so I think I'd need to take over.
Please go.
It's 5 tracks. We've released one song off the EP. It's I'm Divinity. It's been over a year, so it's been coming. All the other songs are new. With the lyrics, I'm diving into a lot of like themes. The hunting ghosts is like, hunting ghosts, finding demons. It's a play on words where we're always looking for mistakes in other people and why our lives aren't good and why we feel the way we do and stuff like that. And the songs I delve into the lyrics of toxic behavior, self-sabotage is one of the songs. A lot of it is just themes that can get dark, and it's able to get a lot off my chest that I haven't been able to in songs before, if I can put it that way. So from a lyric point of view, it's the first time I felt like, damn, okay, I'm 100% getting a message across. I feel like the message is clear on all the songs, and I think everyone can, when they're going to hear it, I think they're going to feel it, you know what I mean? So from that point of view, I think, really stoked.
Lyrically, like Sunken State has always dived into deeper material. Like you guys have always tackled like more difficult topics. Would you say that this is more like from a personal standpoint for you versus like the more broader themes that Sunken State was tackling before?
I'd say so. I think that's why I feel like the way I do about this release. I feel like I've even told the guys this is the first time I'm like 100% on board with everything. I feel like the image on the EP is sick, the vocals, the finished product of the vocals, and then the music in general is every song is I think a bit different, in the way that we wanted it to be. And it came out even better after when me and Matt was doing the vocals, tracking and shit, just came together in a way that I never thought it would. So personally, yes, I tackled themes that I really wanted to, and a lot of it is feelings of inadequacy or toxic behavior, or self-deprecation, and it stems from I think a lot of people struggle with that. So yeah, I feel a personal connection to this one.
No, that's really interesting. Lads, do you have anything else to add to that?
From a lyrical point of view, not really. I I dig all the lyrics. I think they're super cool. When I listen to music, I've always struggled to hear lyrics, but obviously when I record them and sit with Dwayne and go through all the parts, like I see the meaning behind all of the lyrics and everything, and I'm super proud of the lyrics and everything that Dwayne has written. I'm terrible at writing lyrics. Dwayne often gives me lyrics, and then I'll do my vocal parts with those lyrics. Sometimes I do. I mean, the EP has a intro that I actually did the lyrics for,
And it's sick.
and
So yeah,
yeah.
Matt's
So
being
like
harsh on himself, but he can do stuff.
the first track, well, the first after the intro, so the first actual song on the EP is titled "Bring Back the Guillotine," and the whole intro of the EP was
Sick.
kind of based around being on the other end of that, because I think we kind of singing / screaming from saying that we should bring back the guillotine for all these people or whatever, but the intro, I kind of looked at it from the person going into the guillotine's perspective, and that's how it all starts.
I can only speak from like the instrumental perspective, you know, because drums. I feel like the songs, like we've turned it up a notch in terms of aggression, but we've kept a lot of groove, and it sounds like more us. Like I feel like the sound is more natural.
Sean, what about you, dude? Do you like the songs or no?
Dude, I think yeah, sure. I'll be like, nah, these suck.
It's a bit late, but it's pretty shit.
In my opinion, of what everybody's saying, I completely agree with. I think that we've pushed the boundary of what sort of Sunken State's traditional sound is, and pushed ourselves in our different areas, instrumentally, vocally, and everything like that. I think the standout things is, for me personally, I think instrumentally it shines, but Dwayne's performance on everything is like a huge standout for me.
Facts.
The writing, I think the structure of the songs, I think that the way that everything sounds, because we wrote it in-house, Matt being the genius. Matt mixed everything. Dwayne did the performances on the vocals. I think everything sounds super cool, but without Dwayne's performance, I think it wouldn't be as sick as it is. And luckily we have Regan and Wandile as well that feature on tracks.
Something we should mention.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
so
forget to mention that we have some
Surprise, motherfucker.
my bad. So like that adds more.
so we've never had any features ever.
Yeah, it's
by
our
the way.
first time.
Oh, real?
It's the first time we've ever had features. We've featured on a lot of other people's stuff,
Fair.
and we've always wanted features. I think since the beginning, we've always spoken about having features on, and we've always spoken about the people who are featuring on this EP for years.
Yo, they're the best people,
And yeah, I think this time we are actually like, okay, we're doing it, and we're having these people feature. And yeah, I think the features came out super cool. Regan's feature, Regan from Facing the Gallows, the song was actually completely different when he came in here. He came in here a while ago, and we recorded all of the vocals, Dwayne's vocals and his vocals. And then I remember like the next day I was sitting listening to it and just thinking like, these vocals are way cooler than my guitars.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, fuck this. I'm going to remake the song. So if you listen, it's mainly on Regan's part. I mean, with Dwayne, it's always the case. Like, every time I record with Dwayne, I think there's little things I change in the instrumentation. But with Regan's part, like, it completely changed. So everything in his feature section, everything was kind of built around his vocal. All the guitars, all the drums, everything was kind of, all the bass or whatever. Everything was built around the... But yeah, so it's cool. I dig that. Like sometimes when I'm sitting like alone and I have to start like writing a song from scratch, it sucks because you're sitting with like this blank canvas with no inspiration. And I think that's why I often change the instrumentation over the vocals, because it gives me like some inspiration and some vibes to work with. So super stoked with how Regs is, well, all the features came along.
Yeah, but
That's so sick though.
That one got cooked. It like forced a restructure of the song, and it like took forever. But it's like, I think it's my favorite one, probably.
This is why the EP is a year late.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
So I had like a massive what's the word? Like writer's block words.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I was like sitting in here all the time, not being able to come up with cool things, and then like all of a sudden in the space of like, I'd say like 2 weeks or 3
Yeah,
weeks
you
or whatever,
grinded, yeah.
everything kind of just fell
Yeah.
into place, and it was cool. Yeah.
Suddenly it was there, and we were like, "Holy cow, this is amazing!" Yeah.
You guys just had him in like a fucking cage, whipping him until he eventually he did something.
Their exact room.
It's literally
His
yeah.
exact room.
Like if you pan to the other wall, there's like a whip on the wall as a reminder. Like
There was actually a moment. I remember like, because we always joking around at rehearsals, because we have rehearsals every week, so we see each other every Monday. And there was like a moment. I remember we were at band practice, and Dwayne like got serious, dude.
The tone changed. We were like,
Dwayne was
"Whoa."
like, Matt, dude, like, what the fuck is going on, dude? And I was like, it just hit me. It like hit me, and I was like, okay, I'm like, it's gonna
Yeah.
happen now, and I'm gonna make them sick.
That
Because
was
it's not
was
that
a show.
it's not that I wasn't trying. It's just that I wasn't coming up with cool things, I don't think.
But
And
that
then
was a turning point.
yeah, that was the
Yeah.
first whip.
Where
Right.
yeah, he
So
was
actually,
like, "Sorry."
shout out Dwayne, bro.
Yeah, shout out Dwayne. I think he turned around and he was like, "I guess we're not doing this."
Yeah. It's like, what, guys? Are we just not a band
I
anymore?
guess we're not doing this. And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Dude, the switch up that I can have quite a switch up. So yeah, I probably came off a bit harsh, but fuck, bro, it was taking so long, and from my perspective, I was just like, what is this guy doing? Like, you know. Anyway, but no, we got there, and yeah, I'm glad we had the combo.
But on that note, like you guys have, as far as South African bands go, you guys are probably like the gold standard right now for like progressing your sound. And so, I don't know what else to say, like in terms of like what to compare it to, but there are very few bands that push themselves to get better and evolve their sound as much as you guys have in the space of time that you have. I mean, if you look from the first EP to the singles that came out, as well to what the latest one obviously being I Am Divinity, you can hear there's that clear evolution and that improvement and everything along those lines. And there aren't many bands in South Africa that will put out not material not just that quickly, but that sort of evolutionary of your own sound that quickly as well. I mean, there was that space of time where we got, it was like, it was Oblivion, it was I Am Divinity. What was, there was also another, there was a third single I think it was that I've
It was
but so like those three songs, that like the order that they came out in, there was just like a really quick evolution. So people are excited, people are still watching you guys. And even though, for example, like Dwayne, we're like, this is taking too long, there are bands, I've been in a band where you sit with material for like a year and you're like, guys, please, fuck, can we do something? And it doesn't happen. At least in your case it did.
Well, in terms of like our sound changing and stuff, like, I just think we've always kind of made music that we currently listening to. I think that's been a big thing for us. Like, I'm always inspired by the music I'm currently listening to. Like, it's, or like in the beginning, it was super Lamb of God-y and System of a Down-y, and then I started getting into more modern stuff. And that's when like Abyss came out and Oblivion came out, because I started getting into all that gen stuff. And we've never really thought of Sunken State as like a band that we're trying to make a specific sound for. It's always just been what we've made. And I think, yeah, it started like Lamb of God, then it went super modern, like super genty. And then with Divinity, it still had those genty elements, but it brought like a bunch of like death metal and deathcore elements and stuff into the music. And then I think this EP now is the first time, at least I've ever felt, that we making music that is Sunken State. It's like all of the inspirations that we've ever taken over the years have, or it feels like, have finally come together and made like its own thing in a way. Not that we're recreating the wheel with any of this stuff, but like, I just feel that it's the first time we've released stuff that when I listen to it, I can be like, oh, that's Sunken State. And I think it's because of that crazy journey that we've had from a genre point of view, and all the exploring we've done and testing the waters of that genre and that genre and that genre, that eventually it all just came full circle, and that's one of the things I'm proudest of this EP, is that it finally feels like we have a sound. Because it's cool to jump around with genres, but it's also cool to like have like, this is what our band is and this is what our band sounds like.
No, you're right, though. You're right.
Yeah.
It's like refined down
Dude, I'm always
into
fucking
like where
right,
it
dude. What
is.
are you talking
Okay,
about,
cool.
Like things can evolve, but also still be very distinctly a specific sound. Like, I mean, if you're not pushing that envelope, what are you really doing?
I think that we've always had like the essence of our sound in everything, but it was always kind of masked by something that we were experimenting with. It was always masked by us wanting to try go in that direction or that direction. And this time, I can say for myself, with all the writing, like, I don't feel like I was specifically trying to get a specific sound. I wasn't listening to like the bands I normally did, like Lamb of God and Periphery and System of a Down and Era and Cattle, and I wasn't trying to say, oh, I want to make a cool riff like that, or oh, I want to make a cool riff like that. It was just like I sat down and took all of the inspiration of everything that we had done in the past and created this EP. That's kind of the way it felt for me.
Yeah, fantastic. And then you guys are doing the EP launch, I believe it is on the 18th of July. And you guys are you guys are doing a show for that, right?
No, we're doing the EP launch is the 19th, the day after. Um, it would have been announced by now. Yeah, it's in PE at Music Kitchen. So we've never played PE, and so we were like, well, first time's going to be the first release show for the EP. So special occasion for PE. You guys should pull.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And then I guess we got to get that message to Dom, so he can spread the PE word there, so that he can bring everyone out of the woodwork.
I think I can say we actually have the PE the 19th. The weekend after that, we're playing July Jewel with Insane lineup. Then the weekend after that, we're playing Durban for the first time as well. I guess details will be just check on social media. Weekend after that, the 9th, we're playing the Irish. So for a whole month, you're going to hear Hunting Ghosts Finding Demons, and I want to see people throwing fists and going fucking crazy, dude. So
If we can play it as
What I'm also like, I find super interesting about like how you guys have done this is because it's a little bit different to how most South African bands do it. Like a lot of guys will play the songs at shows first. They'll start debuting the songs, and then from there, release them either in an EP or release them as singles. But you guys have gone more the route of like what you see a lot of international artists do, where you've got a bunch of songs, you've had given people a bit of a sneak peek at a show recently. I think the most recent show you guys played, you hit them with one of the new songs, but a lot of people are going to be hearing these songs for the first time when that EP drops. Like no one's really heard them live in any situations or anything like that. And what made you guys decide to go more of that route versus what other South African bands tend to do?
well.
Because we've been doing that for a while, actually.
Yeah, we kind of had a little bit of this conversation now, specifically with this EP. Although we've always done it like that. Obviously, when we were a brand new band, we were playing shows and stuff before we had any music released. But I think ever since we kind of had a set that we could play live, all the new stuff was kind of released first. And I just think that when you're recording music and writing music and sitting and layering everything and adding these guitar parts and these vocal parts, like the kind of song that you're creating is almost more than just a guitar, bass, drums, and vocals. We run with backing tracks and whatever, but I think it's cool to release first purely just because the first time people hear it is exactly the way it was intended to be heard. And another thing is it's cool for people to kind of get to know the songs and stuff and then experience them live. So yeah, we kind of going all in with this EP in terms of playing it live. The songs are really difficult to play. Like we really pushed boundaries from like a technicality point of view, for us at least. And yeah, it's we like even playing that one we did at our last show, we played one live just because the Luandile we featured, he was there, and we were like, guys, like we're not going to have a lot of opportunities with him being at our shows and stuff. So he's there now. So let's fucking play a new song. So we did, and then.
So not wait, I'm sorry to interrupt. Not only did you play the new song, but it was the one featuring Wandile.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm fucking jealous. I am so bleak that I was not there. Fuck.
Dude, it was sick. Like
Crowd went off. Yo, it was rough.
yeah,
It was
when he got on stage, I was like, oh my god, finally, it's fucking happening now. My hand was like so sore, dude, and I was like
It's
trying
so
to watch,
hard.
and I was like, fuck.
dude. I was checking him walk on stage. I'm like, this guy is so cool, dude. He's just Rondine is the smoothest guy ever, dude. He just walks on stage, laid back, and he kills the part. Like, just absolutely destroys. Puts his mic back and walks off slowly, and just I was just standing there, headbanging. Yeah, just dude, like absolute monster. No, what a fucking absolute solid dude and sick vocals on the fucking no. I cannot compliment Wandile enough, dude.
Oh, dude, low key intimidating. It's like when I watched him come on stage, I was like, okay, it's fine. Just play the part that you've rehearsed every day for like fucking 20 hours a week. Just play that part. It'll be fine, and everything will be okay. Just don't fuck up while he's on. Okay, cool. Nailed it. Next.
I think one of my favorite like moments is that when seeing Wandile, I think it was at one of the Dawn of the Titans shows. I think it was at Suvaba in the East Rand, and he's got those shades. And I was like, dude, you're too fucking cool, man. Like,
I know. Dude.
I was like, God fucking damn it, dude.
But because he posts on the story like give me kisses and stuff, and then when I try, he doesn't fucking give it back, dude.
So I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, lads, that's great. Like, I personally am extremely excited for this EP. I've been waiting for a while for something new from you guys as well. And you guys also, like, speaking of which, Ramfest. Yeah, you guys are. I'm not having a fucking moment, right? You are playing Ramfest, yes. Like,
yeah.
everyone looked at me for a second.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, I think
yeah.
Ramfest is going to be super sick because not only all the locals, but Devil Wears Prada, dude. One of the coolest bands from like everyone's like childhood days, I would say, or at least personally. Like, I know I'm going to freak out for that. I'm going to come out.
Same.
Oh, absolutely, dude. With the moment I saw that on the lineup, it just took me back to red skinny jeans and beanie Marcel as a teenager.
Dude, JJ's.
Yeah.
Sick.
And I think like Ramfest has always been a super special show for us because when we had just started, Rob had seen us at like I don't even know, I can't even remember what show it was, but we somehow
You saw us at the SA Metal Awards at Room.
Sash saw us, and we were like a brand new band, and then we played at the SA Metal Music Awards, and then Rob saw us there, and he was like, "Do you guys want to play Ramfest?" And we were like, "Oh my god, what's Ramfest?" No, but so then we played that show, that first Ramfest show, and that was like I remember. Like Oaks were like, who are these guys? And we were like, don't worry about it, dude. We got to come.
I remember that.
No, but we played that show, and it was like it was a big break for us, that show. I mean, because no one really knew us before that show, and then we played that Ramfest, and that was like the big kickoff for Sunken State. So every time we play Ramfest again, because this will be our third Ramfest now, it's always kind of got that sentimentalness to it, where it's like this festival that we're busy playing is also the festival that kind of got us going, which is really cool. It puts a lot of pressure on, but it's cool. It's like I remember the second time we played Ramfest, I was like, guys, we have to play better than we did last time. But I don't know if we did. That first time was cool as well.
Boys, thank you so much for taking the time to be here tonight and chatting about the EP. Thank you for giving me like so many cool like insights about it, and it's really nice to get to hear a bit more about these releases and what like the thought processes and the ideas behind them. Keen to hear more of it and see more from you guys, and all the best.
Cool. Thank you
Oh,
very
yeah.
much, dude.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks,
Yeah,
dude.
thanks.
Thanks for having us. It was sick.